Hello everyone, today I want to introduce you to one of the strongest peers that will ever grace RuneScape, or at least it's going to be. I am making a new account build and I'm going to use a Bronzeman mode plugin to make it a little bit harder. What a Bronzeman mode is basically I have to PK all the items myself, and I want to make the account as strong as possible, so I'm going to show some of the stats on screen to see what the final account build is, and we're going to get right into some PKing as we go on to it. We are starting off with a basic PK set, and we're going to work our way up to a max set through this video. We'll see how it goes with these low level rev kills to get us going. Good fight. There we go. I don't think I got the smite on him, but it could be a lot. He did have a Scold Avarice. Let's see what we got. 800k and butterfly moths. I think we get a couple up unlocks with that. Let me see. Yeah, just a lot of ether bracelets. He was there for a little bit. He had some food left too. Alright, just killed him. Good fight. I got them both. It's because they're both anti-PKing. I don't think so. Dragon Darts P maybe? I don't know. Good fight. We'll take that. Hopefully we get a little bit of a unlock there. We'll see what we get. Seemed like he had a weird setup there. 400k. Makes hide legs. Can I use those? I'm not even sure. Let me check. I can use mixed hide legs. I'm gonna use this shit. Fuck yeah. Over to some PKing, and we were actually able to find some fights against some people. As of right now, we were fighting people that usually are either low level, or if they are a little bit higher level than me, they usually have 99 range and mage, so it can be a little difficult taking them down. So anytime I can get somebody about the same level as me, I'm definitely going to go for it. But sometimes we do end up fighting some people that are really good, and they end up absolutely taking me out, like right here. So it is what it is. Sometimes it happens, so we just go for a little bit of a rebuild and get some of the money back from some supplies on LMS. Let's get 102 of these and go to GE, sell them for some profit. I think this should be just under 5 mil. Yeah, just about. Let me see if I can buy one and see what the sell price is. A lot of people don't know about it. So if you look, ice axe are only like 300 or 400 GP each on average usually, and you can splash with them. It's way cheaper than using obviously 2 death runes and 2 blood runes. So you can get, I think it's like 50 or 60k mage experience an hour, and maybe even more if you're using barrage with the splashing, and it's really cheap, good mage experience. Alright, we're going to be questing for most of the day today. I'm going to see how many quests you can get done. I'm just going to go down the list on the peer quest guide. I have a list of all the quests you can do as a peer and a rundown of everything that you can do with it. So yeah, I would highly recommend just taking out all those quests. They're easy to do, and yeah, we'll get as many quest points as possible on the peer. Bingo, Dragon Slayer done. First of many. Points with Romeo and Juliet. We'll finish that real quick. There we go, another quest knocked off the list. We're getting up there in quest points. There we go, another quest knocked off the list. We're getting up there in quest points. So you can just buy the items off GE and then turn them right on, even for a Bronzeman mode. Once we get one ball of wool, which we needed for some necklaces and stuff, we can just buy a bunch and then turn them in. I heard they might be bringing Bronzeman mode to like an official game mode, so I wonder how that would look without having to pay any money, which is convenient. A ton of quest points, 6, and we get the Excalibur as well. Had another quest done. This one took a little longer than I thought, but steel gloves unlocked. There we go, a little bit of XP. Another quick quest, fishing contest. I'm going down the quest list. I think we're at like 30 of the quests on the list so far. They're in order of, I'm doing them in order of when they release. Another quest, this one's quick as well, and 4 quest points. We're at 104 quest points for cruising through. This one wasn't too bad. A little bit of teleporting around, but all done. Access to West Ardoin, I guess. After a lot of really easy quests, we move over onto some harder quests. We got Shiloh Village right now, which was definitely a hard quest, into Underground Pass and Regicide. These are all 3 quests that took me a lot longer than I wanted them to take, but it's definitely worth it if you ever want. Alright, another big quest unlocked. This actually unlocks Zulra if you ever want to get Blowpipe. I don't know if I will, but we're back here doing some training. We got about 4k trins, a little bit more. Let's see how much XP we get. It's about 450k an hour, so we'll do this for a little bit. 90 range. After the 90 range, we got back to some PKing, and we definitely noticed the difference, and we actually ended up getting super lucky and getting a G-Maul. This allowed us to get another nice spec weapon, since we can get the points from LMS to get the handle. Nice. That was sick. That was a crazy fight. Holy. What is that going to be? I think that's a Tome of Fire unlock for the Bronzeman. Yep, and Dragon Crossbow. We up big. It's actually a huge upgrade. I need the Tome so bad. There we go. You can notice sometimes people can walk under you while you're seeding. If you just double seed sometimes, you're able to get far enough out, and then you're able to get the quick KO like this. Good fight. Fucked him up on the seeds. Good fight. That's a big kill. That is a really big kill. Ooh, actually, I had Iranian boots already, but I unlocked a D-hide. Warrior ring is an unlock. Look at this chance that we get on him. Unfortunately, it does end up taking me down, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes with PKing. Tome is 1 mil. What the hell? I'm gonna sell this because I don't need it because I'm Sammy Flaming, but yeah, I'm gonna. Good fight. Oh my god, the double death. Good fight. Might be an avarice smite. No, 500k though, we'll take it. A little bit of money. So what we did is we killed a bunch of bots. We ended up getting 4 keys in 1 inventory, and that was about 1.2 mil. This gave us a little bit better of a set, so we gear back up, and unfortunately we end up going down. But that never means that we have to stop PKing. We just need to buy a little bit more of a set, re-gear, get back out, and see what we can make happen. Good fight. Oh my god, that was huge. That's a huge kill. That's like basically max. Yep. This, all unlocks, and then the 2 other ones are good. That is looking crazy right now. We're looking like an actual peer. This is nice. We'll eventually need to get to 95 mage range. Risking Crobos, and these actually are a lot because the ether that requires to charge them is 1k, which means they're risking a minimum of 250k. Fights, Crobo action. Could be a decent one. 420k, nice. Good fight. I don't think it was a fam, but it could be something. That's probably a pretty big kill. Just 600k. Not too bad. Good fight. There we go. That should be another pretty decent one. 670k. Not too bad. Oh my god. That was a crazy spec. That was almost my max. Good fight. Another one that bites the dust. He was like a max peer too. I'm just taking max peers down, and I'm like not even fully finished with this build. Let's see what I got. Should be like a dragon crossbow at least, right? No, he didn't have dragon crossbow, but full others will take it. Up chancing him over and over again. Oh my god, that's so unfortunate. 94 range right here. We're just back and forthing a little bit between PKing and training the range up. We do have a little bit more chins left, so we should get a little bit more of a level, but yeah, 800k, we got a while to go, so this definitely won't get us the level. So I would say this is probably one of the best money makers in all of RuneScape. There's so many low levels here that are either bots or people that aren't really that great at the game and get down pretty easily when they get on by somebody that's PKing them, so I would recommend checking this spot out. It's definitely really good for PKers that are just getting into it, and you also do see a lot of PKers that are killing the newbies here, so I would definitely check out Revs. It's one of the best areas to PK at. 29. I think I hit a new max hit with that. That's huge. That could be a little something. 1 mil, what the hell? He had a ton of ether. That's huge. $200k, this is pretty crazy for 200k, not gonna lie. So I decided to risk it and see who I could kill, and I went against somebody that was pretty much max for my combat level, and it just didn't end up going so well. So this is basically the strongest set that I can have. It is pretty strong indeed. I would say definitely good upgrades on the account, but I do want to get a rag low risk setup to match this setup, and a setup that I can bring everywhere and just have to repair it and won't risk as much. So yeah, I'm going to be getting all the best in slot untradeable items on the pier too. So this is basically what you can get best in slot for the bronze. I would say the only thing better you could get would be a region bracelet or you can get corrupted gauntlets theoretically too. You do also have to eventually get the attack up, get the 80 attack, and yeah, before we do that, we're gonna get a low risk peer setup so we can compromise some of the high risks that we do. Alright, we're starting it off. This is going to be our chief setup, the robes, which actually have a pretty good mage bonus. They're not as good, but the mage bonus is alright. It's, let's see, 5 instead of this one is geez, 9. I mean, that's not too different. Alright, so this finishes off the ghostly robes. This is a low risk armor setup that actually has some really good mage bonus, as you can see, 21 through there. I mostly will probably just be using these 3 for a 12 mage bonus, so I'm just going to pick up a couple extra ones just so I can have some low risk setups. Alright, so for right now, this is our low risk setup. It's pretty low, 100, let's see, 300k-ish. We could get it even lower by doing the lower Zami cape, and eventually we're going to get the mithril gloves too. So let me also take off this ring of invisibility and throw on a recoil. Whenever I'm at an Outlast fight, really it's completely RNG when you're both down to no food and there's just no rhyme or reason of what's going to happen. I always seem to get the short end of the stick on things. What the fuck? You're kidding me. Like, what is that? So I wanted to show off the difference between PKing and max and only a 200k set. When you're PKing in a 200 or 300k set as a peer, you really don't lose that much damage. Honestly, it doesn't make too much of a difference if you're in like high risk gear or low risk gear as a peer, as long as you're getting your off prayers right and you're hitting them as much as you can while they're not praying the correct thing. You can do a ton of damage. Rune Crossbow, Dragon Skim, and the Zami Flames just does more than enough damage. So I would definitely recommend using a low risk setup if you're not comfortable yet with a high risk one. Final stats on the account for today's video: we got up to 94 mage, 92 mage, and 87 strength. The nice part about 87 strength and 60 attack, that basically means it matches up with 99 range and mage, so I can get 99 range and mage without getting any levels. We are 76 combat. We have 60 quests completed, so we're definitely cooking along with this account. We do have a good amount of GP in the bank, a lot of unlocks, a lot of different stuff. I'm going to scroll down here. We have some elder robes and yeah, basically a whole bunch of things. So if you guys want to tune in for the next video, we're going to build up the bank a little bit, finish off these stats, get to the final mark of this account. We have to do all the quests, all the diaries, all the skills and stat requirements, and then finish off at around 90 combat. So we got a little bit of a journey to go, and I'll see you guys in here for the next one. And if you guys enjoyed, maybe drop a like or a comment. If we get like 100 likes, I'll post the next video or something.